Hi, everybody. I'm Erin Mittag. I am the research mentor for the Global Change Ecology sections, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what we do in the Global Change Ecology group, and hopefully you'll want to join us. So global change is a huge topic. That's part of what makes it so exciting. It can include things like climate change, which many of you are probably familiar with. It can also include things like eutrophication or changes in nutrient cycling, like the cycling of nitrogen and phosphorus. And that can lead to things like algal blooms or the dead zone in the Gulf of Mexico. And there's an algal bloom shown here. It can also include changes to species diversity or the community of species in an area. So in Minnesota, we're concerned about extinctions or the loss of species like our native mussel populations, or the addition of species through things like invasion. So here's an emerald ash borer, which is also a huge concern here in Minnesota. So changes in species is one thing that could also be part of global change, as well as land use change. So urbanization or the spreading out of cities, the conversion of land through deforestation or maybe agricultural intensification. You could also think about this in terms of restoration of land, right? So any change in land use falls under that category as well. So this is, as you can see, a huge topic, and a lot of these different global change factors interact with each other in really interesting and exciting ways. And you would have the opportunity to study them in the global change section. And so the way we start doing that is there are a number of assignments and activities that you would complete. And these are all built around using real ecological data from ecosystems around the world. And so that includes things like lakes and grasslands and cities. And you use that data to build a set of quantitative skills. So you learn how to manage that data and visualize it into figures and graphs, how to analyze that data using some statistical analyses, and then how to interpret what it is that you're seeing. And so no matter what your experience is with working with data, you're definitely welcome to join us. One of our goals is to give you these quantitative skills so that you can use data in this class and in your future classes. And then once you have those skills, you can work to understand how ecosystems are changing, what's causing those changes, and then how those changes affect the world. So the ecosystems themselves, or human populations or non-human populations. It really is a very broad set of ideas that we work with. And so then after we do that, you will be writing a proposal. And the great thing about this proposal is you can write it about whatever interests you that relates to global change ecology. And so we've had a huge diversity of topics, things like wildfires and whales, to the soil microbiome, to deforestation, how like disease changes with things like deforestation. It really is a huge topic. And so you can bring your interests, bring your skills, and we'll have a really great semester. So I hope that you join us. All are welcome, no matter what your experiences are. And please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can find my information on the Canvas page, or any of your other course instructors or your TA if you have questions. All right, bye.